Let's talk about why Uber wants to lower driver pay on because of lower gas. And here's a little thing. This is at a place called New York City. This doesn't have the same protections that you don't probably have the same protections that New York City, California, New York State, Massachusetts, Minnesota, and I think that Seattle and Washington, they pretty much all have pay protections on a per hourly rate. So guess what? Everybody who right now is driving for Uber in an area that doesn't have pay protections, your rate has probably gone down because gas prices are lower, because that's what Uber wants to do. And guess what? I bet you, they still charge the rider the same or even more compared, because they got to fix that little profit that they got going on.
We're going to talk about that profit situation when we talk about their earnings. I have like nothing but say 2 words about this. Horse shit. That's about it. And you know who I'm talking to. In fact, I challenge you, because I know, you're watching. I know you are. I'll swear to God, I'll put the link right here for you to come on and debate me on this. I would love that. But I know your legal will not allow it. Okay? This is garbage. Okay? Yep. You want to lower the per mile rates decided by the TLC because the economy is slowing down and maybe your marketplace about to tank, and you want the drivers to pay for it? How about this, Uber? If, first of all, you do not have economists that smart that they can guess what a variable cost, which gasoline is, a variable cost, what's going to happen if something happens and gas shoots up? Middle East war happens, gas shoots up. What's going to happen? You're going to pay more? We remember what happened last time when gas shot up during the pandemic and then, went up to $6, $7 in California and all over the country. It took you 4 months to add 55 lousy cents on a trip. So now that's your excuse? Lower gas prices? That's why we need to look. You need to come better. I'm telling you, Uber, you have come up with some lame bullshit before. But this probably takes the cake for me. And you know who I'm talking to. This is garbage. Okay? Garbage, total garbage. Come up with a better excuse. Oh, we just don't want to pay more. We want to pay less. Whatever excuses, but lower gas prices, which could be higher next month? What are you talking about, Uber? So, trash. I sure hope the TLC doesn't listen to them and cut the rates, because it's a pretty decent cut, Chris. 6.1%. 6.1%,
yeah. So right now it's currently
it's not chump change.
Yeah, right now it's currently $136 a mile, and they want to drop it to $127.7.
Yeah, because look at, I put the whole article here. Just go to the next screenshot. Look what it says. Look what it says. What about all the other costs that we endured due to inflation, 30, 40, 50% over the last 3 years? Nobody talks about that, right?
Wait. What about insurance costs? That
they're talking about it right here.
Day in and day out about commercial insurance, that you have to come up with all these little graphs and things that say, oh, well, commercial insurance is getting out of hand and 45% in LA. But in reality, guess what? Driver's insurance has gone up too. Your insurance, I'm sure, has gone up, Sergio. Mine sure as hell has.
Mine's gone up 48%, sir. 48%.
Yeah. Has the pay rates gone
look at this.
in line with this? No.
There's more. It says for future inflation-related adjustments, because New York City passed a law, the TLC passed a law that every year there's an inflation adjustment. Look what Uber is saying now. Talk about backtrack this bullshit. For future inflation-related adjustments, which are scheduled annually in March under the current rules, Uber is also suggesting that a ceiling of 3%. Bro, Fed is cutting rates. Inflation is about to come roaring back. What 3%? What capped the inflation rate? Isn't it enough that we're paying 40%, 50% more for maintenance, for insurance, for everything over the last 3-4 years? No, that's not enough. Nobody talks about it. Uber is submitting a suggestion as the TLC prepares to make changes because of the people that were getting locked out. So now they're going to mess around with that utilization rate. Here it is. Here's the kicker. This reduction in the per mile rate is needed to ensure prices no longer outpace inflation. What the F are you talking about, Uber? Whose inflation? What inflation? You're really passing on the government gaslighting to me now, a finance guy? Inflation is not 2-3%, Uber. It's 6 or 7%. So suck it. On top of that, I would love to talk to this guy. Senior counsel Nicholas Davoli wrote in the letter, the company expects this will translate into a decrease of about 42 cents for the price of an average trip, times 200 a week, maybe, Uber, for a driver. And you're going to pass that 42 cents to the driver, to the rider. And this is another hocus pocus, Chris. What does Uber do every time they cut the rates, Chris? What do they say? Oh, we're cutting the rate because you'll be busier. You'll do more trips. Bro, that
how many times
10
have you?
years on. Nobody's buying that shit.
Now, my question to you: how many times have you been busier from a pay cut?
Never.
Or has it been the same, less, what?
Never, bro. No, never.
Gaslight.
Anyway, so it goes, okay, and then the petition doesn't mention an expected rise in commercial insurance prices, a significant expense that licensed drivers are required to bear. Of course, why would they mention that? Uber says the more than 20% increases because in TLC land, New York City, 5 boroughs, the rules are completely different. The drivers have to have licenses and commercial insurance, right? Uber says the more than 20% increases on pay rates that the TLC has introduced since 2019, adjusted for inflation, would already cover them. Oh, okay. We recognize that commercial insurance costs may rise in March to catch up to the 20% increase the TLC has already instituted, which is why we did not petition for them to be lowered. Uber spokesperson Josh Gold, JG, you know we talk, JG. This is complete, utter bullshit, JG, okay? Uber has been lobbying the TLC for other payroll changes as well. Okay, so I sure hope to God that this does not work, okay, that the TLC doesn't cave in and then give him the cut that they're asking for. When was the last time there was an increase? Because TLC is doing, squeezing Uber's, and they keep getting decent rates for drivers. Now this is the game we need to play. And your excuse is, dog ate my homework. That's as good as this one is. Oh, gas prices are lower. That's why we need to cut the rates. Mike, get lost, bro. Get the fuck just shit. Whatever.
No, but the last thing too, they also propose a fine of at least $100,000 if companies fail to efficiently manage their driver pools on an annual basis, which means they're trying to, they're saying, oh, look, we manage ours okay, but Lyft, on the other hand, doesn't, because it's all aggregated together. We get screwed too. So all it is manipulation bullshit.
Oh, anyway, I got hot a little bit. So whoever wants to come on, please. Come on down.
Drivers, let me tell you something. Again, if you're not in an area that has an active per hour basis, like, $32.50 in Massachusetts. I don't even know what yours is because yours is different in California, and a couple of the other states. I would not imagine it be unlikely that you are going to see a 6.1% decrease as what they have proposed here. I'm assuming that they probably put this across the country.
Exactly.
And I will say that with great certainty.
This is opening the door. This opens the door. Okay. This is what Uber does. They start somewhere, a fire, and then it goes all over the place. This is just the start. They do it in New York, in the most expensive city to live in on the planet. And then they'll bite there, and then it will go LA, it will go San Francisco, it'll go Austin, right? This is what they're going to do, because they're going to say, oh, gas prices are lower all over the nation. Let's just cut the rate some more. Don't, please, TLC, beg you, don't fall for this bullshit. Don't fall, please.
Yep. Well, either way, let me tell you, make sure you download the Upside app, because gas prices are damn low, and I love it, because actually I was just driving to go pick up dog food, just in case I don't have time to get to it because I have to go to the hospital. But either way, at BJ's was $2.99 a gallon, and I go to the Res, which is even cheaper. But one of the good things, if you have Upside or Gas Buddy or anything like this, you're gonna get it even lower. So if they're pulling this shit right here, and they're gonna do this across many different markets where they're going to drop it because gas prices are low, then my suggestion is you got to start saving money even more. So make sure you download the Upside app. Make sure you have the Gas Buddy app so you can compare what is the cheapest gas station around, and those types of things. Because this is just they're getting as nitty gritty as they can when it comes to trying to screw drivers and paying drivers the least amount. So make sure you're doing what you can in order to keep your profits as best that they can.
Well, but again, this also goes into the independent contractor work, right? The costs are on me now. Okay, it's bad enough that I cannot name the price of the chip myself as an independent contractor, right? So you control both sides of the marketplace. Now you're going to control my cost, variable cost, fixed cost, and now you're going to put your nose into, oh, gas prices are lower, we have to pay you less. What is going on this planet, man? Isn't anybody watching this shit? As an independent contractor, supposedly? Like it's not enough you control both sides of the marketplace as far as fares are concerned, but now you're going to get into the fare control, like, oh yeah, gas is this, and oh, insurance, your insurance went down, I'm going to pay you less now. Oh, tires went down in prices, now I'm going to pay you, all changes went down. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? Yeah. Okay, anyway, let's move on. I'm getting hot now.
Well, it's absolutely ridiculous, but we want to know what you are seeing, what you're thinking. Let us know in the comments what your thoughts are there, what you're seeing. Are you seeing lower prices because of claimed lower gas prices? And be aware that this is probably happening across the nation right now, that they're doing something like this, because if they're trying to get a regulatory board like the TNC or the TLC in New York City to go down 6.1% because of lower gas prices, they are doing it without any repercussion across the rest of the country.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. This is
bullshit.
This came out like a few hours ago, yesterday, and I said we got to add this because you can't meddle with this, man. You just can't. Okay. I have one final question to finish this, Chris. If gas prices shoot up, do you think Uber is going to go to the TLC and say, "Oh, we want to pay drivers 6% more now because gas prices"?
Oh, you're funny. You're funny, Sergio.
I'm not trying. I'm just asking. Like, do you think so?
They're not.
JG, is that what's going to happen? Gas prices shoot up immediately. Uber is going to go TLC say, driver costs have gone up and gas prices, just pay him some more. Yeah, no, and don't come back to me and say, oh, that inflation adjustment should be enough for that. No, don't listen to the government gaslighting. Inflation is not 2%. You know it. You live in New York, right? So that's it. So let's move on.
Oh, I mean, like they don't the inflation prices. They don't include how much stuff. They don't include food. How much has food gone up? I mean, come on.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, certain inflation buckets don't have food and energy. I don't know who doesn't eat or drive, but whatever. Anyway,
I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's out of hand. So again, just do what you can to make sure you are getting the lowest price for gas, even lower than what your gas station is. Cash back with Upside, Gas Buddy with being able to find it. The local, and if you're close to a res that doesn't have taxes in that head there, wholesale clubs like BJ's and Costco and things like that, definitely make sure you're taking advantage of what you can, always pinching your pennies, which is an unfortunate thing because shouldn't have to play that game.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.